This program is brought to you by Dunlop Tires, Autosportinsurance.com and Praga New Generation. Hello and welcome to another exciting race weekend of the Supercar Challenge. It's the first homecoming race of the season at the circuit of Zandvoort at the Dutch seaboard. As always, there's the hustle and bustle on the paddock as a prelude to a full race weekend. This time it's the big boys only. The GT and Super GT teams are getting ready for action. So fasten your seatbelts and get ready. The Zandvoort track is one of the best known tracks in Holland, but not everyone is familiar with the corners of this 4.3 kilometer long track. I think the track is okay. It's been a while since I was here, but it feels good. It's a tricky and technical track, says Stephen Bellingen. If you're new here, it will take a few laps to find the fast lines. I'm not there yet, but I'm already better than this morning. So the Belgian drivers still have to find their way, so maybe it's better to follow the Dutch drivers. I've been racing here all my life, says Diederik Seithoff. It's my home track. I don't think it's difficult at all. With a Super GT, it's even easier. Danny van Dongen says that the Praga R4S is well suited for the tight and twisty track. The car feels really happy here. The car generates a lot of downforce, so that's good for the fast corners here. Expectations run high with the winners of the last race in Zolder. I hope we will be on the rostrum again because of the win in Zolder, but we have 15 result seconds, so it's not going to be easy. After the qualifications, we met up with pole sitter Diederik Seithoff. I think it went okay. Seeing that this was the first time here with a Super GT, anyway, it's a lot faster than a BMW compact. Yesterday we had some rain. I had to learn to trust the car. And during qualifications, I started with worn tires to find the fast lines. And then we ran a new set. Well, let's see now how the Belgian drivers fared in qualifying. Starting with Stephen Bellingen. I'm happy because we took pole. Thanks to Bert van der Zweerde who showed me the lines here. We're very happy with the result. I hope we can do the same in the race as well and win it. Second in the GT's is the Mondeo V8 Silhouette team of Van der Ende and Van der Poel. We had speed in Zolder, but the differential broke. So the car is okay here. We made a mistake in the last round of qualifying, so we're second. We're confident for the race, says Nelson van der Poel. Barry Maassen now competes in the GT instead of the Super GT. Why is that?
We zijn dus een klasse teruggegaan.
Well, the car is not fast enough for the Super GT. It's as simple as that. We have 100 brake horsepower less than the rest. So we made the car heavier to comply with the GT regulations. We qualified in third, so it seems to have worked.
Plek 3, dus misschien goed.
And so we are ready to go racing. Pole position for Diederik Seithoff in the Corvette, alongside the Praga R4S driven by Danny van Dongen. The C5R Corvette of Nol Köhler is third, and the C6R of Alex van 't Hoff is fourth on the outside of row number 2. So let's get ready to go racing. Lights are on and we're waiting for them to go off, and there it is. A good start by Peter Versluis in the Ferrari 458, and he goes to third place. He's attacking Danny van Dongen, who took the lead. Best start for Danny van Dongen in the Praga R4S, going through Tarzan corner, already building up a small lead to the rest. Peter Versluis in the red Ferrari in second place. The yellow Corvette driven by the champion of last year, Diederik Seithoff, in third. Nelson van der Poel and Jackie van Ende starting from second position now in the lead in the GT division. So what happened with Stephen Bellingham? Well, he dropped back a few places during the start. And here's the replay of the start. Look at Peter Versluis. We're on board with him. Backward facing camera now on board with Peter Versluis, and that's Danny van Dongen there in front of us. We're on the outside in Tarzan corner, but then the Praga accelerates out much faster over the curbstones. Danny van Dongen in the lead. Peter Versluis in second place. Diederik Seithoff in third in the yellow Corvette. Then it's Robert de Graaf in fourth place. Alex van 't Hoff in fifth. And Nol Köhler in sixth place. Peter Versluis. Oh, it goes wrong. Yeah, I had a great start, which I could not enjoy for more than one lap. Then I spun. It seems that we can't get the heat in the tyres, says Peter Versluis. Tomorrow is another day. And, well, I guess that's racing.
Ja, het zag er goed uit in het begin. Maar ja, dat is racing.
Well, he's not the only one with a problem in the same corner. Nol Köhler goes off as well in the Corvette C5R. Has there been contact with him, between him and the Ferrari of Jan Versluis? Well, might be. Let's ask him. Well, I went off in the Masters corner. May have been cold tyres. The guys think that there may have been contact, but I don't think so. I think I just made a mistake. And when we're on board with Jan Versluis in the Ferrari 430, we see that there is no contact. It's just cold tyres. So it's Danny van Dongen with a 7-second lead to the number 2. The new number 2 is Diederik Seithoff in the Corvette. There he is. In third it's Robert de Graaf. In fourth Alex van 't Hoff. Nol Köhler is gone as well. So fifth place for Jan Versluis in the Ferrari 430. Danny Workman in sixth place in the Corvette. And Frans Lamotte in the Ferrari is seventh. Peter Versluis rejoining. And Nol Köhler rejoining as well, leaving an avalanche of gravel on the track. Attack from Alex van 't Hoff. Battle for third place. Robert de Graaf in the Viper, not been able to provide an answer here. And Jan Versluis trying to outbrake himself, locking up in a big way. And there we see Stephen Belling and, it's Bertrand driving the car in the first stint, dropping back quite a few places and ending up in the midfield of the GTs. On board with Robert de Graaf. That's Jan Versluis trying to take 4th place. Great battle between the two. Now it seems to be the Viper, then it's the Ferrari. And the next corner should be in favor of the Ferrari on the inside. Nice move, keeping the Viper behind him. In the pits, Belgian driver Werner van Herk.
Vanaf de tweede ronde voel ik dat de gas bleef hangen in de bocht.
In the second lap I felt the throttle stuck, but it went away. So we did a few laps, but it came back, so we came back in again. Lost a few laps and then we went out, but we're out of contention.
Tijdelijke oplossing gevonden, zeg maar echt perfect rijden ging het niet.
Back with the other GTs, it's Henk Thuis in the BMW Silhouette, fighting off the attack of Max Brahms in the V8 Star Omega. It's a fight for 3rd place. Problems there for Grauwels, and I think that's the Viper of Wim Lumbeek. BMW locking up. Brahms, a very young, talented driver. And that's Jackie van der Ende in the Mondeo leading the GT division. In 2nd place, Barry Maassen. And then the leader in the Super GTs, still Danny van Dongen in the Praga R4S. We'll have lots of more race action from the track in Zandvoort after the break. This program is brought to you by Dunlop Tires, Autosportinsurance.com and Praga New Generation. Welcome back, you're watching the Supercar Challenge, race number 1 of the 2-race weekend at Zandvoort in Holland. Danny van Dongen in the Praga took the lead from the start. He's got quite a gap on the competition. Jan Versluis overtook Robert de Graaf in the E-Tech Viper for P3. And then we didn't see it, but this was a scary moment for Errol Ertan in the Porsche 997 GT3. And back with the fight for P3 in the GT division. Henk Thuis still leading Max Brahms. Brahms getting it all wrong here. He wasn't the only one making a mistake. We're on board with Peter Versluis. Look at the BMW of Henk Thuis, almost in the gravel trap. He spins and faces the wrong way around. But he was getting closer and closer. And I watched my mirrors, I braked too late and I spun. I kept it out of the gravel though, so I was all over the place, and when I stopped spinning I faced the oncoming BMW of Jan Storm, which was a scary moment. And again the race stopped early for the next generation Praga team. Danny van Dongen says, yeah, it was the engine. It was too bad because I had a great start and then we lost power. Big flames coming from the exhaust. So they told me from the pits to shut it off before it blows completely. I hope we can start tomorrow. So Diederik Seithoff with a big lead now in the Corvette. That's in the Super GT division. In the GTs, it's still Jackie van der Ende leading. This is a fight for 2nd place. Max Brahms on the inside of Barry Maassen closes up in 3rd, and then in 4th it's Jan Storm. So it's Bert Longin getting ready for his stint in the Ferrari. Mandatory pit stop between the 25th and 35th minute of the race. No tyre changes anymore during the pit stops this year. Measuring the tyre pressure is allowed, of course. Bert Longin getting strapped in. And we speak with Frans Lamotte. After 3-4 laps we had no grip anymore. So I had to let everybody go. I even had to lift in the fast corners, otherwise I would have gone off. Well, trouble for Jan van der Kooi as well. Well, after 5 laps my right rear wheel loosened, so we came in and fastened it again. But it came loose again, so we were running unstable, and then I made some room for some oncoming Super GTs. I went off. En so we mowed the lawn with the splitter.
Laat ik hier maar rechtdoor gaan. En nou ja, toen hebben we een stukje gras gemaaid. Het stond vrij hoog daar. Dus hij was groen in plaats van oranje. Ja, het was de snelste grasmaaier van Nederland.
Well, some repairs are allowed on the Mosler, who had a collision with the Lumbeek Viper. We speak with Bert Redant. Well, it was already better than it was in Zolder. We lost some places and then I took him back. I caved the car back to Steve in 3rd position, so we should be okay. So Rick Bresch has taken the lead after the pit stops. The Sato brought the car in 1st place. Fantastic team, run by the Belgian Silleslak racing team, also running the GT1, the FIA GT1 series last year. And they did a wonderful job. This is Alex van 't Hof. Remember, he crashed during qualifying, but the team built a brand new car in 4 hours. And then this incident, Jan Storm nudging the Ferrari of Bert Longin, fighting for 7th place. Then the fight for 2nd place in the GT division. It's Nelson van der Poel in the Mondeo and Nicky Pastorelli in the V8 Star. On the inside, taking 2nd place. Yeah, I brought the car in 3rd place and Nick is going for 1st place right now. So with a bit of luck, we will win this one. In the lead is still the White Viper of Barry Maassen. Roger Gauwels is a couple of laps behind. And this is Super GT, of course, so no competition here. It's still Barry Maassen in the lead. It's the fight for 3rd place. The BMW now driven by Pim Verriet, one of the most experienced drivers in the Dutch racing history. And he had a bit of time getting used to the car, but now he is, and he's reeling them in one by one. So Peter Versloot still trying to find a way forward past the back markers, accelerating out with the Ferrari. Roger Gauwels in the Mosler, doing everything he can, but he can't keep Peter behind him. Nicky Pastorelli, fight for 2nd place. BMW, Pim Verriet. And there he goes. Pim Verriet takes 2nd behind Barry Maassen. Maassen sees him coming. Every lap he's getting closer and closer. Then this one, that's the Z4 of Jan Storm, fighting for 5th place with Danny Werkman in the Corvette. And Dutch TV star Rob Campus has taken over from Wim Lumbeek in the Viper and is now in 8th place. Fights all over the place, but way behind the leader, Rick Bresch. There's the finish flag, a bit of a lonely race for Rick Bresch. All he had to do was bring the car in. The GT still have to complete a lap, and it's Pim Verriet who's taken the lead. In 2nd place, the Corvette as well of Alex van 't Hof. Fantastic weekend for him. Crashing the car, rebuilding, and then taking 2nd place. Hats off to the team. In 3rd place, Jan Versluis in the 430 Ferrari. Great race for him as well. And the team is very happy. And showing first place is Diederik Seithoff, sharing the Corvette with Rikke Bresch. And this is Pim van Riet, last corner and the straight, and there's no one in front of him. That means he won it. Yeah, we started 5th. I saw Peter go off in the first lap. Had a good fight with the Viper, says Jan Versluis. Super. It was very hard, but we let each other live.
Dat vond ik helemaal geweldig. We gaven elkaar echt de ruimte. Dat vond ik echt helemaal heel explosief. En ja, we gaven elkaar echt geen millimeter ruimte. En
Well, we gave a good show for the TV and had a great time.
Laten zien aan de mensen.
In second place, Alex van 't Hoff. Yeah, during free practice we damaged the car. It looked like we couldn't be repaired on time, but the team did a great job and the car ran as new. I took it easy at the start, didn't want to do the same thing again. And I did my thing. I'm happy with the result. And then Rikke Bresch bringing the winning Corvette into the pit lane. And although it was the first time in a Corvette at Zandvoort, Seithoff did a great job and gave the car in winning position to Rikke Bresch. I am happy, he says, but all I had to do was bring the car home. It was a bit lonely. I hope I can have a good fight tomorrow. So there they are, Diederik Seithoff and Rikke Bresch taking the win of this first race in the Super GT at Zandvoort. In second place Alex van 't Hoff and in third Jan Versluis. The championship looks as follows. Rikke Bresch and Diederik Seithoff lead with 46 points. Alex van 't Hoff in second place and third Jan Versluis with 34. Perry Maassen took second place in the GT class. After the pit stops, he says, I was in front of Jackie van der Ende. I managed to stay out in front a long time until my tires went and I had to let go.
Ik kreeg problemen met mijn banden en zo, toen ging het niet meer.
We verloren 17 seconden met de pitstop.
Pim van Riet says we lost 17 seconds with the pit stop. So I couldn't close the seatbelt. Angus lost some weight. I had to get used to the car, but race instinct took over and I reeled them in.
Toen ging het helemaal goed en de rondetijden waren goed en we vochten naar voren. Dat ging goed.
Some new faces on the podium, Henk Thuis and Pim van Riet. Perry Maassen, like we said, in second place, and Nicky Passarelli and Max Brahms take third, but no points for the championship as they are guest drivers. So championship looks as follows. Stephen Bellingham and Bert Redant take the lead. After the break, we'll be back with race number 2 from the circuit in the dunes. This program is brought to you by Dunlop Tires, Autosportinsurance.com and Praga New Generation.